Okay, weird drawing idea. I don't know if I can attribute this to Fujimoto directly, or simply maybe just to the fact that I've been drawing frequently and am continuously trying to push the boundaries, but I've been trying to continuously sort of push the boundaries of what I'm able to draw. Um, Last week on Chainsaw Man Day, I ended up doing 3 drawings trying to nail down like a momentum and foreshortening circumstance that I've ended up finding really difficult. And now I want to do a landscape, and I want it to be so. It's the train is our start. I don't know if I go vertical with it. Shoo. Horizon is there, and we'll do. And this continues on this way. Chugga 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 chugga. This is where the station thing would be. And this goes and becomes actually huge train. Boom, straight toward us. Chugga 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 chugga. I haven't drawn a train since Mugen Train. That was a different circumstance, because that I drew like a dude with a sword that was becoming a train or something dumb but cool like that. And then out over here, what we have really, the salt ocean. Beautiful sunset. Clouds streaking through the sky. Uh-huh. So, how many sunsets has Togata seen? Do I leave this empty? I think I probably should. I think as soon as I put anything in this white space, the form of this drawing falls apart completely. To the point where I've got little smudges from just picking up graphite and getting it on my thumbs. I actually want to erase it and make sure that this section is like as pristine white as I can mostly get it. So, in some ways, this train like goes from emptiness to freedom. Something like that. To me, the vast expanse of the ocean that our characters have come across is like, it's an opening, an open space. Agni keeps going off into the void, into pure whiteness of blizzard and snow and the cold world that exists. The ocean is this empty thing, but it's different. It's moving, it's active, it's alive. It's like, it's different. So this train, prison, captivity thing, on the way to the beach to throw his head in the ocean in order to kill him permanently, ends up being the thing that leads to something like freedom. But not quite. But not quite freedom, friends. Because hauntedly, he's accepted Togata's offer to be her bitch. Her flaming bitch. And become the hero of this world. So, this totally distraught, abused, destroyed character, who's really, yeah, his brain has been absolutely fried by being on fire for a while, trades the life of a person who's trying to kill him, Judah, trades Judah's life for his own, really, right? Because she looks a little bit like his sister Luna. Trades her life for his, and subjects himself to the whims of a crazy woman who's been alive for 300 years and has essentially, admittedly, no conscience. And she is going to direct his actions as one of the most powerful people that we've met, Togata. Directing one of the more powerful people that we've met, Agni, in a direction that is entirely, completely informed by her rather faulty, I think, comprehension of modern day mass market action media. So we have a character that doesn't understand Tarantino films trying to direct a Tarantino film in real life, using a child slave and a broken lad who is on fire to fulfill her artistic vision as something of a last gasp, grasping at straws, trying to find some degree of meaning in a world where her delightful movies have been lost. And she's really fully suicidal and fully capable of and willing to kill herself and would probably rather not exist. So cares approximately zero for anything. Seems like a great boss. Seems like a great boss. Now, Togata does have some other bargaining chips. The one that works for Agni is Judah's life and stuff. But the one that works for us, and I just want to point this out, Togata's plan and deal is half meant to function in context of the story as a deal for Agni, and it does. But it's also half meant to be just enticing to us, right? Because we're Agni as we read this, really. And we're the ones who decide whether the deal is good, really. And the thing that she presents, more than anything, is the answer to the secret of this world. What's really going on? Because we know that what everybody says is going on isn't going on. The blessed miracles, blessings from God, doubt it. The Ice Witch, honestly, don't even know if it's true. Could just be a rumor. Could be nuclear winter. And we just blame it on the Ice Witch, right? The one person in this whole place who has a chance of answering any of those questions is Togata. And our sincerest desire as readers, I mean, at least mine, is to unpack the mysteries of the world building. To experience the story with the characters, to go through the insanity. But all of that, to me, is like the dressing up of the core tensions of the story. And those core tensions come with a lack of understanding and a lack of knowledge on our side. So, Togata's introduction to the story gives us the opportunity, the chance to maybe find out some answers to some of those questions. Problem. She's probably not going to give us those answers. Fuck. Problem number 2. She's out of her mind and is going to order us in insane directions. Problem number 3. We're in a hellscape still. And we're just 2 people. No matter how powerful Togata is, no matter how powerful Agni is, they're just 2 entities. And we haven't seen them go full inhuman, really. In part because we keep skipping the fucking fights. So we've brought together our cast of characters, I think. For the most part. And the wrinkle, I think, is what we do with Judah. Here. Right now. Because, well, we're gonna revive her and then be like, so this flaming dude made a deal for your life. I could kill you, I'm not killing you. What are you gonna do? Is she just gonna waltz out of the story back to Behemdorg and all will be well? Like, no. Maybe. So, we still have a turning point in this volume, and I'm not sure where it's going to go from here. Our haunted boy has just agreed to follow Togata's orders. And we'll just have to see where that carries us. Something else I just want to point out, I've just been noticing it. This is the third of the Fujimoto stories that we've been interacting with, and I've started to notice some through lines between them. One of those would be like skipping important fights. They just end. Just, oh, for fuck it. Straight to the end. But the other one is, I think Fujimoto might be a masochist. Sexually. I really do. There's some serious femdom-y stuff in all of his work, in all of it. Like, there's something of a fantasy to being an incredibly powerful but, like, untethered dude who has an incredibly powerful chick tell you what to do. Chainsaw Man is Chainsaw Man. I mean, he's a dog. Woof woof. And then even in Goodbye Eri, there's this air of like the weak-willed human finds a girl who not just inspires him, but like actually shows him the way, you know? Something like that. Depending on which version of Goodbye Eri you think is real. But yeah, Fujimoto's got some interesting perspectives on relations between the sexes that I think are cool and kind of unique, and something I'm going to keep an eye out for without really being too judgmental about, I hope. Alright. Let me go ahead and get all set up. Well, while we're here and I'm setting up, I just want to note, just as an aside, that the scene of Togata running into the ocean and laughing while Agni, like, furiously chases her and then can't catch the head when she throws it to him. The whole vibe of that scene is amazing. And amazingly, it's almost the same, it's almost truly almost exactly the same as the beach scene in Goodbye Eri, in a couple of ways. That same sort of frolicking energy, just with multiple layers of horror added on. I have never seen anything quite like it. That was new to me. I like the way that looks. If I were thinking more mathematically, I would have arranged that to a golden spiral. Up, around, and through, right? And that would have made it more appealing visually, I think. But I didn't. Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and I am here for Fire Punch Part 4, which will be the second half of Volume 2. I wish that I had some way to align those so that they made sense, but at present I don't. Let me know if you've got any ideas. We're going to backtrack a few pages to get back into the mood of things and the swing of... and then we'll be on from there. The man who killed Luna is still alive! Togata's so happy. You know what? I keep doing this. I keep doing this. It's funny to me. With, when I'm doing... When I'm doing... reaction with video going and listening to a thing at the same time, and I'm not exclusively hearing my own voice, I much prefer the in-ear headphones that I have. I think they cut through the overall noise better. I get a better feeling of it, or maybe I can actually hear myself through them more and am less relying on the actual speakers in the headphones to do it. But when I'm doing the manga readings and I'm just only can hear myself, or can only hear whatever the mic picks up, right? I really like these. I don't know. I prefer the small headphones too, because they're like less weight on my head and it puts less strain on my neck and makes me feel better overall. And when I'm standing, that gets amplified and it's just like a few grams, but it's still through my entire spinal column and it feels weird and it impacts my breathing and all sorts of things. But I still think it's worth it for these, because being able to very accurately hear what's coming through the microphone seems to be really important for me and the performing part of things. I guess that's why musicians and stuff insist on having really high quality in-ear monitors or monitors of any kind. That makes sense. Anyway, the man who killed Luna is still alive. She's so happy that she's been able to manipulate him step by step down the right path. I couldn't even lay a finger on Doma, and then he had the gall to apologize to me. He said he'd do anything I wanted except die. He's making a mockery of Luna and me. All I want is for him to die, and there he is, thinking he has a right to live. I'm going to kill him. I really like how that last face is sort of emergent out of cross-hatching. You know, we get these sketchy... The emotion of the character is actually in the lines. All right, I've heard you. So, let's make a deal. I've been alive for 300 years thanks to my power of regeneration. I'm strong. The reason you're not ahead right now is because I killed all the soldiers who'd been keeping you captive. Not bad, right? And I've got 300 years worth of knowledge. I'll make it so you're able to kill Doma by your own hand. But in return, you have to let me film your progress up to that moment. Film? Until you kill Doma, I'll be your shadow. I'll direct, and you kill. You listen to what I ask of you, and then you kill him. Got it? There's a problem with this. So what if she directs you, all right, we're going to travel 1,000 miles north, and we're going to kill all these people, and then we're going to travel all the way over there, we're going to kill all these, and we're going to do it again and 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 again. And you never get to kill Doma. All you have to spend is like 30 years, right? Doma's not a regenerator. He's going to get old. He's going to die on his own. What's the life expectancy of a person in this world? Not great, I assume, even if they're powerful. We got all the time in the world. This could be an endless movie. This is like when you look at those Hollywood projects that keep going into pre-production, and then like the director falls out of the project, and so it gets shelved for 2 years, and then it gets brought back into pre-production because some other agency buys the rights to the screenplay and starts getting it into production again. And then they find out that it's all a piece of shit and it all falls apart again. And it's just in limbo for like 30 years and the movie never gets made. Yeah, we could just do that with the Doma death. Just continuously fuck with him. You listen to what I ask of you, and then you kill him. Really, if you're negotiating this deal, you need to negotiate a hard limit. 10 years. Maximum 10 years, okay? I'll do what you want for 10 years, and then we gotta buckle down and go kill Doma. Okay? Alright, cool? Cool. That would be reasonable, right? Yeah, we could film a movie in 10 years, no problem. How many blessed fights could we do in 10 years? All of them. All of them. I'll be the director. You'll be the hero. She'll take care of the camera work, and Doma will be the villain. I just want to note as we come into here, I love the panel arrangement throughout this scene. So I've heard you, so let's make a deal. We've got all this direct, like, face, inside characters' heads, back and forth, and then we bring it together. I've heard you, and now we're on the same plane. We're on the same page here, right? And then we go shot, reverse shot to some extent, right? We're seeing Togata through Agni. So we're shot, reverse shotting. We're in the same position now. We're not just separate. Because here, we're separate. We know these characters are looking at each other, but the only way we know that is because of the it's not quite the Kuleshov effect, but it's similar. It's like, this is here, and then this is here, and we juxtapose those together, and so we know that they're talking to each other, because that's the circumstance that we're in. Now they're actually in the same frame, and we keep them in the same frame, for the most part, right? Here, we're a little bit broken up from it, but we're in the same frame, we're together, okay? Now, we're on the same page, split down the middle, okay? Bam, bam, because that's what's going on in the scene and in the dialogue. I'll do X, in return you do Y. Balance, okay? And then, chop, 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 as we negotiate it out and get closer, and it zigzag, zigzag, zigzag through, because that's the way we read manga. It's not crazy. This isn't crazy. It's so simple. It's so simple. But, like, half of mangaka fail at this continuously. When I panel stuff, which I rarely do, but when I try to, I fail at this continuously. It's not easy. It seems easy. It's not easy. Fucking cool. And here, it's da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. And that's why we have the paneling like this. Ba-ba, da-da-da, da-da-da. Okay. Into the next page. Ba-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da. And now it's all 4 pieces. So cool! Bam, bam! And we interrupt it, and we're all on him now, right? Right. And then we bring it together, chop it up, and it's all about his decision. What a gorgeous piece of paneling. Just that. And I think it's still my favorite joke that I've made throughout all of this manga so far, is just Agni being destroyed. Oh, I'll be your hero. And that is canonically Agni's voice now. He's just shattered. Him and Doma both. Oh, I've killed so many people. Oh. I'm having too much fun. I'm having too much fun. I shouldn't be allowed to have this much fun. And so, that's where we got to last time. This is where we are now. Moving on to the second half of Volume 2 of Fire Punch! I had to get one in. I had to get one in. Chapter 14. Ohio! Cold? These are clothes from a soldier I killed. You must be cold, so I'll give them to you. No need to thank me. Hey! Have some dead guy clothes. You're welcome. Take the tunnel back to the nation you came from. While you walk, I want you to think about your own stupidity. After I'd killed you on the train, you should have gone back to your nation to ask for backup. Now you're alone and can't do a lick about Fireman. Did you really think you could convince him with words? You have to work on your imagination. Okay, now get going, but don't you dare look back. Not until you've left the tunnel. Otherwise, you'll turn into salt. Wow. Whoa. What? Oh my god, so she just does. I did not expect that, actually. I did not expect there to be no response from Judah at all. Okay. Togata. You're late, and I'm freezing. Give me a sweater. Everybody, listen up. We're heading to base camp now. There, we'll prepare for killing Doma. How did they find her? That's interesting. And what really is Togata's organization and base camp? I guess that's what we're going to find out. This is not Behemdorg, right? So what is the society that we're looking at here? Will it be analogous in some way to the society that Agni and Luna were in? One individual blessed protecting a group? Will it be moderately egalitarian, based on pre-cold principles? Minus absolute leadership from Togata? I don't know. Hey, hero! You can't ride in the car, so you're walking with me. What good will going to your base camp do? Why can't I just go kill Doma right now? Did you burn your brain too? If you're serious about getting revenge, then cool your head. The enemy is many. We're just 2 people. Besides, we don't even know where Doma is. Plus, you're still not strong enough, so we need to prepare you. Well, that's pretty interesting. This is good shit. Togata willingly goes into the Great Train Mockery. I'm so proud of that title, by the way. The Great Train Mockery solo, right? Freaks me the hell out because Togata just pops out of a bag in the middle of a train full of soldiers and then is totally nonchalant about murdering them all. I'm extremely powerful. No problem. But here, she steps back and says, look, man, we're 2 people. That's a city. All sorts of things can go wrong. Like, really badly. Let's just not. And I think she's super right here. No matter how powerful individually Togata really is, if you can knock her out or something, turn her into a head, put her in a box, prevent regeneration, you're set. Also, if she gets Doma flamified, what does that do to her? Like, we don't know. It does this to Agni, and they're maybe semi on par in terms of regenerative ability. Do we get a flaming Togata? Maybe. Oh boy. Excuse me, but I think the battery's running low. What? Seriously? What do you mean? Prepare me. Prepare as in prepare. Can I get in the car? Don't ask permission for every little thing. Hop in if you want. Okay. You gotta set some boundaries with Naruto and convince her that she doesn't have to raise her hand to go to the bathroom. This is a child who's been deeply abused and is scared that you're gonna murder her if you do something wrong. Because that's what everybody else has done. Hey, what is preparing myself going to entail? I'll talk about it later. It's saying the battery is going to die. What kind of preparation do I need to do in order to kill Doma? Shut up already. Blah, 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 blah. You're killing the pace here. We need to keep things fresh and moving forward in a forward direction. I explain, yada yada. The hero listens and agrees. What? What are you talking about? You listen and agree. Come on, man. We're doing the planning sequence from Ocean's 11. It just works, right? I just say there's a plan, and then we cut to the thing where it's actually happening, and later we'll fill in the details and actually explain how the plan worked, right? So let's get some cool charts and blueprints of the city, and we'll all stare at them for a while we do sweeping camera shots, and then we'll go murder Doma with no plan, and then we'll pretend we had a plan in reverse. Cool? Cool. We are walking to my base camp. We'll cut this scene of us walking hours to cross the long distance. And we're here. I'll add a boom. I'll add a heavy bass sound to make it impressive. Boom. We've arrived. This is my base camp. An abandoned village with nobody in it. How do you like that? Really picks up the pace, doesn't it? You are so dumb. I've got a name, you know. You are to call me Director. Hey, Director. What is it, fireman? How am I going to prepare myself to kill Doma? We're gonna give you an upgrade. Skeleton? Super skeleton? I don't know. Vroom, vroom. With the way you are now, you can't go to Behemdorg. You're completely naked and on fire, so you'd bring attention to yourself. And your embers could go anywhere, so it's dangerous. In order to confine your flames, I'm going to make you clothes you can wear. Yeah, you gotta cover the flaming cock. You just do. Does such a thing exist? Well, when you were just ahead, you were wrapped up in something called fireproof cloth, but it was a cheap knockoff. Real fireproof cloth is a kind of material made for going into space, a space suit. For some reason, there were a ton of space suits under this here factory, so I'll make you an outfit out of that. You can't go walking around naked forever. What's space? I'll explain later. Right, nobody has any idea about cosmology. It's literally always cloudy and cold and blizzarding. Holy shit. Holy shit. Right. Luna is named Luna, was named Luna. But not because anybody had actually ever seen the fucking moon. We haven't seen a starlit sky. There probably isn't one. Maybe it is nuclear winter. Okay, so under this factory there were a ton of spacesuits. So what is this? Is an abandoned village, but there's a factory with a bunch of spacesuits in it? For some reason. After that, I'm going to teach you martial arts. There aren't that many martial arts left in the world. The least you can do is martial arts or martial artists? Martial arts. The least you can do is learn them to overpower your enemy. I'll give you clothes and fighting skills. In exchange, what I want from you is canned food. Wait, what? Wonderful. Good find. We'll die if we don't eat. Camera girl, are you? It's Naruto. My apologies. I'm Dats. He's Neodera. Those are weird names. Those are weird names. What kind of deal did you make with Togata? We do whatever she tells us to, in exchange for her protection from outside enemies. Yeah, that makes sense. Outside enemies? From Behemdorg and other bad people. Ah, sounds like me. Oh, I found more. Wonderful. Where I live, men's orders are absolute. When I turned 13, I was to start having babies. In my village, that was common sense, but it never made any sense to me, so I ran away. But while on the run, I got captured by Behemdorg. That's where Togata saved me. Oh, even more. I want to live in a way that makes sense for me. That's a wonderful goal. We are men who are in love with each other. Okay. That's the coolest fucking scene I've ever seen. I'm just actually going to ignore the bottom half of this page because that's the coolest fucking scene I've ever seen. I full need a minute. That actually got me. Oh my god. That actually got me emotionally. How do I even describe this? In our present time, 2023, positive representation of homosexuality in media is not a rarity. By any stretch. We've made great strides in that department. And yet, I find so many of the representations to be thin and pandering, preaching to the choir, and, unintentionally or intentionally, but I think unintentionally, built to be extremely off-putting to people who don't already agree. Which might be the point, because, you know, if you don't already agree, there is probably something else going on. In the current zeitgeist, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. And the beautiful part of it is, okay. We've established a world with all the horrors that exist. All the child rape and dog rape and total ownership of women by men. You know, all the things that really go on in our real world today in 2023. Like the states in the United States that still allow adult men to marry children. And argue that, well, it would be really bad if they couldn't marry children, because then the kids would have babies out of wedlock, and that's the problem. These are not fantastical problems. Hyper-patriarchal, male-dominated, rape-based societies exist. They're closer to home than you might think. And in that world, with no indoctrination, with no convincing, Nenato runs into a couple who expresses their homosexuality in straightforward terms. We are men who love each other. And her response is, and? So, not child rapists, not like mass murderers. It's just like, okay, yeah. Has no reason to think of that as like an ill or a wrong. Her immediate perspective on it is, okay, that's fucking beautiful. That's fucking beautiful. Fujimoto. That's amazing. That's amazing. Holy shit. Whoa. We used to live in Behemdorg, but homosexuality is not accepted there, and that makes sense ideologically. That does, we'll backtrack in a second. So we also ran away. Popular opinion can be a scary thing. All people have their own individual principles and positions, but when mob mentality happens, Popular opinion trumps all. Those who don't want to just swallow popular opinion either run away as we did, or have no choice but to act as though they've swallowed popular opinion too. Oh. Either you leave, or you're sublimated. Yeah, you just throw away your actual reality in order to align with the powers that be. Whoa. I don't know if I have ever seen a more concise 2-page summary of the reality of discrimination. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, it makes perfect sense that in Behemdorg homosexuality is not accepted. We can just logic it out super fast, right? What's the most important thing in Behemdorg? What's their most important resource? Babies. Babies. You know who doesn't make babies? Gay people. Generally. For the most part. So you know what's an ideological threat to the entire ideological basis of Behemdorg? Yeah, gay people being happy. That can't be allowed. Can't allow that. Cannot let that happen. It'll convince the straights to have less babies. Right? Yeah. An ideological parasite upon our nation. Destroying traditional family values. Unweaving the carefully ordered threads of Behemdorgian society. Huh. Huh. Whoa. Oh, wait, though. Wait. Hold on. Except, what about Mr. I'd really prefer a 9-year-old boy? What about that guy? What is that? What the fuck? Wait. How do you backwards ass logic that shit? That's pure sexual, non-copulatory, non-productive sex with children. How's that permissible, but an actual homosexual relationship is not? Because it seems okay to rape little boys. And it seems much less okay to have a committed relationship with another human being? What the fuck? Oh, Fujimoto. So this means, we already knew this. We already knew that the majority of citizens of Behemdorg walk around carrying entirely diametrically opposed opinions about reality in their brains at the same time. It's beyond cognitive dissonance, all the way over to, like, full opposite modes. Homosexuality is so wrong that you are not allowed to be in our nation. However, totally kosher if it's with a 9-year-old. What? Children are the most important thing in our nation. Also, you can rape them. What? What? I'm broken. I shattered. I broke. Okay. Awesome. This is fucking awesome. Act? We use act to act. Yep, act. I'm gonna have you act for me. This way, people will easily understand your story, so it has a cathartic effect on them. There are a number of scenes with the hero that I want to film. Let's see. First, a scene where the hero thinks about the villain and erupts in a rage. It's a scene that will make the audience understand just how much the hero loved his sister. A scene where we get to see the hero's weakness. Wait, by act, you mean I have to act? That's right. In fact, you're going to have a camera on you starting 24/7 starting today. Constantly. So I want you to act. Oh, I know. Act like a person whose body and heart are burning with revenge. We have to make your motivation as easy to follow as possible. We'll take the stance that nothing but revenge matters at this point. I mean, depending on how much of what we've already seen has been totally, completely written by Togata, that is already what we have. And we'll communicate how sometimes the sheer pain of your burning body makes you hallucinate your little sister. That should add some realism, but that's already been happening. You can't be serious. I could never act out something like that. Naughty, naughty. The director's orders are absolute. See if I care. Hey, where are you going? Hello? Hey. Do you know Sun? Sun says you're a god. I know you're not, but your son's guardian, you know? Aren't you worried about him? His legs got cut off by a pervert. Don't you maybe want to go help him or something? No, I don't. I don't care at all. Wait, this is that scene. All I care about is revenge. This is the scene that Togata just said. He's so cold. Nice irony there. Calling a guy who's on fire cold. It was a good one. Togata's so broken. So fucked up. You didn't say that because you meant it. You were saying it to be a part of the movie, right? Good job. Good job. What? Thanks, Togata. Call me Director. Fireman, where are you going? My name isn't Fireman, it's Agni. You're running away? Is this all your thirst for revenge amounts to? Shut up. You can stand the pain of the flames, but you can't act? Is that what it is? Be quiet already. You said you'd do anything if it meant killing Doma. What? No, I didn't. Oh, are you sure you didn't? Yeah, I'm sure. But you did. No, I didn't. Are you sure about that? Yes, I'm sure. I'll do anything if it means killing Doma. And cut. Your acting stinks, by the way. On second thought, I guess you don't have to say, I'll do anything. Whatever it takes, I'll kill Doma. Let's go with that instead. Fine. 3, 2, 1, action! Smash! Good. Good. Now clench a fistful of snow. Whatever it takes, I'll kill Doma. Whatever it takes. And inside his head and outside his head, so he's acting reality? Just more? Where's the line? That's our problem, isn't it? It's just like Goodbye Airy. Where's the line? Are there lines? Line? Line? Oh, buddy, baby boy. Oh, look at this. Yippee-ki-yay! We're back in Behemdorg with Jack! Oh man, his brother's dead. Son, starting today, this will be your home. So we're gonna see how energy is power generated. Oh. Wow. So these are all electric blessed who have been attached. Welcome to the Matrix. I mean, fuck. Here we have the blessed who release starchy bodily fluids. It's thanks to them that the people don't starve. Ha! Wow. So, all starving, all extracted. We use each blessed for whatever we can and filter them into the economy. We suck them dry for their material products. They should be grateful that they're allowed to live. I mean, this is some this is some rough commentary. Over there are the blessed who produce fire. We convert their heat into energy. Next to them are the blessed who release iron. I'm generalizing, as everyone releases a different variety and concentration. There are many others, too. But there's only one other blessed like you, son. Oh, he can also produce electricity. There aren't many electric-type blessed. Every person here is precious firewood that supports Behemdorg. Without firewood, the fire would go out, and the people would freeze to death. So from now on, you'll be firewood too, son. Wow. Endless pain. It's not far from agony, is it? And it's just like, well, it's the original village, isn't it? It is. With Agni and Luna chopping off body parts to feed the populace. It is the same. What's the difference? Choice. Right? That really is the difference. To me. Choice and abuse. Wow. Wow, just wow. But I want you to rest at ease. We'll be feeding you a constant supply of nutrients through this tube so you don't die. As long as you don't get sick, you should survive to the age of 30. Well, I'll be leaving now. Good luck. Oh, good. I was the only one producing electricity all this time. But perhaps now my workload will lighten a little. No, we can get more. What? Are you joking? You think efficiency gains are going to lead to less work and better pay? No. No. What? No, efficiency gains means you're more expendable. Look, we got a fresh battery. We can throw the old one away. We'll keep you on for now, and we can just use you up. Wow. What's going to happen to me now? You're going to lay in this bed for 30 years. In probably stimulated pain. Generating zappies. But, how cruel. To think that a child is to be put through this. Oh, Lord, bestow your flame of mercy upon this child. Ow, it hurts, it hurts, ow, I'll tell you what that is. They feed us something painful through the tubes on our necks, and it, rings blessings out of us. This pain, is something you won't get used to. But it's okay. Someday we'll die, and then the pain will go away. Wow, for a nation that is built on the principle of never give in to death, ever, 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 sure seems like we've built a society in order to make people wish that they were dead. My body hurt like it was on fire. So, now you are in a similar position to Agni, right? In fact, maybe that's part of why Agni's so capable of regenerating. Is because he's in so much pain, it continuously stimulates his blessing. Also, uniquely, it seems like the regenerators are amongst the only ones that are individuated, like directed towards self. All the other ones that we've seen so far, they create other things. Even Jack, who heals other people, is interesting. Whack. My body hurt like it was on fire. Will he associate that with Agni? When I woke from the extraordinary pain, my first day began. All day long, crying voices filled the room. When the people came in at midday to take away our waste, we knew that the day was half over. The only time it didn't hurt was for 4 hours, during which we slept. Yep. Whenever I'm about to fall asleep, I have a vision of God coming to my sleeping form and shooting me right in the head with a gun. And then I'd die and go to sweet, warm heaven. That'd be the best. How nice. I've had that vision before. Mr. Agni's hands are on fire, so he can't carry a gun. Hey, son, shut the fuck up. Hey, son, buddy, shut the fuck up and let these poor people have their weird dreams. There he goes again, always talking about Mr. Agni. Somebody shut that kid up. Son, that story is getting old. We're all tired of it. Mr. Agni is God, and he's going to rescue me from this place. Why would a god like Mr. Agni come to this shithole and save you? No reason. But if I ask, he'll come and save me, because he's a god. You're lying. Guys like him don't exist. I could understand if he did it in exchange for your letting him fuck you in the ass, but... Nobody would do that for free. Maybe for an ass fuck, but not for free. I'm not lying. He really does exist. We should go to sleep now. But do you even hear yourself? You don't have any legs. You can't move. Why should he save you? But Mr. Agni will come. Stop it with the delusions. We're firewood. They're going to use us up until we die. Nobody's going to confront Behemdorg to save us. All we can hope for here is death. I'm not firewood. None of us are. We're people. When I was first captured by Behemdorg, I'd given up all hope. I was freezing, and my body was stiff from the cold. I was carried around like a piece of cargo. I thought the way you all do now, that there was no hope for me. And then, when I was about to be shot, I prayed to God, and a man whose entire body was on fire walked up to me. That was Mr. Agni. The birth of religion, eh? What's crazy is, all of them would love to believe this, right? A blessed whose entire body is flames? Flames. Keep it down, I can't get to sleep. Mr. Agni protected me and let the gunfire hit himself instead. Even though he was bleeding and fell down, he kept getting right back up. He clenched his fists and fought. Even though I don't have legs, my body will hurt tomorrow like it's on fire. I think of Mr. Agni and how his body was torn apart again and again and literally on fire. But still, he got back up and fought. He was suffering from so much more pain than us. Right now, we have to deal with all this. But it's okay. If we pray to Mr. Agni, somehow he'll come save us. Okay, my dude has literally invented Christianity. My little idiot. my little idiot just invented the Christian story. Over the past 2,000 years or so, how many people in the Christian world have used the story of the best person, which is what the archetype is, the best person receiving the worst punishment, and have preyed upon the passion, the crucifixion story, in order to grant them strength through their own struggles and pain. Chronic pain, cancer, limbs getting cut off, being literally on fire, whatever it is. How many? A lot. Whether you agree with the story or not, or it's real or not, is like super duper irrelevant, okay? Because we just saw Sun manifest a highly religious experience or story or narrative out of some subtle misinterpretations of real events. The idea that there is a blessed who is always on fire, experiencing all that pain all the time, and yet, he pushes through it, clenches his fists, and fights on. That's way compelling. It's way compelling. And if we believe hard enough, it will happen. And indeed, he will return and save us all. How many people over the past 2,000 years have thought, I'm in so much pain, but my pain is nothing compared to dying on a cross and being stabbed by soldiers? A lot of people. A lot of people. A lot of people. This is potent stuff that Sun is coming up with. And he's coming up with it out of his own naivete. But amazingly, that's exactly what's needed. Naivete and unwillingness to stop believing in something that you should probably stop believing in. Whoa, this is nuts, Sun. This could start a fucking revolution. This is where the power of Behemdorg is. This is something that we should note. The power of Behemdorg is not the military. It's not the population. It's not the cities or infrastructure. It's these captive slave, blessed, who are powering everything. Their food source, their heat source, and their energy source. Not to mention their sources for raw materials and iron and stuff. If we could figure out a way to stop this operation, to free these people, or kill them all, which would be freeing them, we could shut this whole city down. It would kill everyone in the city. But it would give them choice, right? Oh man, this is awesome. Because Mr. Agni's a god! I'm sorry. I'll go to sleep now. And he's got one, a first follower. Hey. You got any other stories about him? I want to hear. Yeah, me too. Please tell us another one. Even if it's not true, I want to hear it too. But now, I'm tired. Mr. Agni never sleeps. Because he's a god, he doesn't have to. And that's not all. Ah! Ah! Huh? What the? Bring the camera. You have 40 seconds. Yes, ma'am. Does it hurt too much to sleep? Ah! I could never do what you do. Living through all the pain of being burned alive. I hate having to deal with stuff. Go! Now, I'm fine. No. When the camera gets here, I'm going to record you. So scream like you just did one more time. It was fascinating. You said you'd kill Doma no matter what, remember? I know that! But he said that when you ordered him to, on camera. That's weird. Do you have any way to ease the pain? When I'm thinking about something, it hurts a little less. After we've filmed you screaming into the camera, let's do some studying, you and I. It'll lessen the pain a little. I know, I've got just the thing. Let's study English. English. English? No. English. Darkness. Fire punch. Whoosh. Oh my god, we're actually practicing martial arts. Bam! Boom! Oh, she's wearing a fireproof spacesuit. She's wearing one of the spacesuits so that they can fight. That's cool. Ugh. Rule number 1 for fighting is a regenerative blessed. No matter what, protect your head. Protect your neck! Once your head's gone, you can't think, and regeneration takes longer. Alternatively, so long as you keep your head, you can always regenerate your arms and legs. Now that you know that, try to defeat me. I'm wearing fireproof clothing, so I'll be fine. Except on your head. The part that you're supposed to protect the most. There's a reason this is the most important piece of safety gear that I own. You made me do anything unsafe, and I had to choose one of my many pieces of safety gear. Armored jacket, armored pants, knee pads, boots. Actually, I might choose boots in some circumstances. For example, if I was in a fight with an endless stream of chihuahuas in an enclosed space, I would choose boots. Because they're not very big, and they're not going to attack my head, and I need to be able to stomp the chihuahuas. In every other circumstance, it's the helmet, baby, because my skull brain parts are the most important parts. Even if I get my legs chopped off and tied to a bed where I'm forced to generate electricity all the time, as if I've got my head, I can survive at least and come up with cool stories that rationalize my pain. Why aren't you wearing a helmet, Togata? You dingus. Penis. What the fuck? Penis. Penis. No. Penis. Penis. What's it mean? A dick. Black anus. Black anus? Black anus. Black anus, meaning a black asshole. Togata, do you know any not sex words? Slash. Come on. Try focusing your concentration like I taught you. Rule number 2 for fighting as a regenerative blessed. If you focus your concentration on a certain part you want to regenerate, you can speed up its process. Since you have a strong regenerative ability, Fireman, make sure you remember that. That makes sense. It also, it's how he's been controlling his flames the whole time, right? Is with mental power. Dick. Meaning? Penis. Is there any point to all of this? It hurts less when you're thinking about something, right? Well, if you learn English, you'll also be able to enjoy American movies. Asshole. First, tell me what it means. Rule number 3. Run until your joints give out. You'll regenerate right away anyway. Do that and you'll get even faster. At least a little. Oh, shit. Fuck. Shit. So it's fuck, xol. Shit, xol. Rule number 4. If the enemy has a gun, approach him crouched down like this. Guard your head. Protect your neck. That makes sense. So run until your joints give out. You'll regenerate right away anyway. Do that and you'll get even faster, at least a little, is really cool. I think that's really cool. It ends up being like the hormetic process that we actually go through as humans. If you run until not until your joints give out, but a little bit, right? Like run until your joints are sore, you'll rebuild them. So long as you have enough base materials in your body. This is just true of all of us. It's really cool. Sex. Bullets are surprisingly easy to avoid if you just keep an eye on them. In a movie called The Matrix, anal sex is, you throw a knife like this. There are lots of ways to use a vibrator. You use your elbow like this. Togata, your education is weird. Can you jerk off? Try to avoid these. Come on. I bet the cum that shoots out would be on fire too. Avoid them, come on. It'd be a fire wank. Take that and that. Yeah, probably. Probably he could shoot flaming cum at people. If he does enough Kegels, he could probably get some distance on it. What the fuck? What the fuck? I do think that's probably Agni's most potent weapon by far, is pick up rock, throw rock. Rock is now on fire, now you're on fire. He did it with the bullet, the spit bullet, right? That does it, right? That's just you're dead now. I win. I really like that. I think that's super cool, and I think that there are some Indiana Jones gunfight circumstances that are totally play-outable. I think big postured up. I'm a super fighter, blessed, and Agni just goes and now we're doing if you can dodge a snowball, you can dodge a bullet, which is just not true. The day after tomorrow, we're going to go kill Doma. I've made your suit for you, and I've taught you the basics of fighting. So it's finally come. And so have I. It finally has. Look into the camera, right into it, and say it with determination, like you mean to have your revenge. As long as I can kill Doma, I don't care about anything else. I'll do whatever it takes. Why, Togata? Director? Why film me? I'm not very interesting. I think it'd be more interesting if you shot a film where you're the hero. I never say anything interesting, and I can't fight like you. All I do is get mad. Yeah, you're simple. Relatable. A perfect action hero. You ever hear of Arnold Schwarzenegger? A fire goes out without firewood. People are the same way. You can't keep going without the fuel to live. That was a line from a movie. I don't remember which one, though. Regenerative blessed can live for a long time. They last a long time, and starvation doesn't affect them. In this cold world, they're the strongest things. But the longer they live, the more apathetic they become. So a lot of them commit suicide around the age of 100. I don't know why, though. The reason I've been able to live for 300 years is thanks to movies. Up into the sky. Imagining. Movies are incredible. They tell all sorts of stories. You meet all kinds of characters. Anything can happen in them. A black man can be killed due to discrimination. A life can go down the drain due to drugs. Someone can shoot their own child to death. As long as it's interesting, anything goes. In movies. Movies are interesting. But recently, no matter how many times I rewatch them, they don't conjure up any emotion in me. plus the fact that they've all been burned. But for me, seeing and meeting you got my heart pounding and excited for the first time in a long time. Your face, body, weakness, everything. I've fallen for them. Since it's my movie, I made the person I fell for the main character. That's why you're the hero. I see. Okay. Oh, hi, Judah. Lots of plants there. How fun. Judah, try to move your hand. Does your artificial skeleton feel off in any way? I want to smoke, so they've replaced Judah's artificial skeleton. Go right ahead. Did you see my little brother during his last moments? I'm sorry. Rumor has it Yvonne and Simone were killed by the Flaming Man, too. People are afraid now that their immortal heroes are dead. They're raising their voices in anger, demanding to know who is responsible. Jack! Judah! What is it? Well, I wasn't the courier, but there was a crazy person mixed in with the latest shipment of slaves. Blam! Oh boy! Someone's been shot in the head and died! How terrible! Boon! That's the person who killed Yvonne and Simone. What? Yep, I'm the person who killed Yvonne and Simone. And now I have a proposal. She puts away... No, did she put away the camera? Does that mean we're not going to get to see her murderize Jack? I want to see her murderize Jack. Let's all kill the fireman together. No, Togata! As long as it's interesting, anything goes, right? Oh, fucking hell. Tomorrow morning, Fireman and I will be coming here to Behemdorg. You and everyone in this country will be burned to death by his flames that never extinguish. Since the buildings are packed so tightly together, the flames will surely spread quickly, burning everything to the ground. But it's okay. Tomorrow morning, here in Behemdorg, I'll help you kill Fireman. Is there another camera? I ask because when in Goodbye Eri, this is what scenes that are on camera look like. This whole scene looks like it's on camera. I'll lure the fireman into the designated spot so Doma can kill him. You. Judah! She killed Ivan! Yes. Oh, and another thing. Let me see Doma. So where is he? Doma! Oh, and if you try to kill me, this is what will happen. Click. Boom! Smash! I've set up bombs all over the country. The one I just detonated was in a building with nobody in it, so no one's been hurt. Probably. If you try to kill me, or disobey me, boom, 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 boom! What the Fight Club? Boom, 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 kaboom, kablam, bam, 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 bam! Like that. Jack, she's not right in the head. Don't try anything, and just do as she says. You, whose little brother I killed, for the sake of your people's safety, work with your soldiers to track down all the bombs. I'm sure it won't take you more than half a day, so during that time, I'll be going home. You who looks like Fireman's little sister. Bring me to see Doma. Ah! Let me out! Judah! Let me out, please! Judah! That's Doma. This is the hero's arch nemesis? This is Doma? I want to go back! Let me go back! To where? He's got no appeal as an arch nemesis. Isn't Doma supposed to be a super evil guy who'd stick his tongue out and laugh? The kind of guy who's always raping women? Doma was a man who lived justly. He made schools and taught classes. But a sickness in his soul has reduced him to this. A sickness in his soul? Even if Fireman kills this guy, it won't bring any catharsis. It won't bring closure to have this good-natured, crazy, bearded old guy killed. He burned out before the hero could burn him. It's so cruel. My movie's an entire waste of time now. It's all that bearded geezer's fault. I didn't do anything wrong. Now who will kill Fireman? I will. Oh, that's so sweet, but I want him to be killed by a more impressive blessed. You killed all the other capable fighters. Yvonne and Simone, too. Oh, come on, don't blame me. Ugh. Aren't there any other blessed lying around somewhere? We keep particularly dangerous blessed down below. If you can keep a tight rein on them, they'll be sure to kill Fireman. So is this all a ploy, Togata? I think so, but what the fuck? First, have the dangerous blessed swallow these explosives. Here they are. Second, if they disobey orders, get them to listen to you by threatening them with detonating the bombs. Here's the detonator. Third, have them kill Fireman. That's all. How serious are you about all this? I don't get what's going through your head. Fireman is your friend, isn't he? You don't have to worry about that at all. If you just do as I say, you'll be able to kill Fireman, no problem. Don't worry, I really do want Fireman killed. I'm filming a movie, but there's just one problem. Once Fireman kills Doma and has his revenge, it won't be interesting anymore. It'll become a super boring story. It's not interesting unless you have the guy lose and suffer before winning in the end. I'm sure Fireman's suffered an awful lot so far, but since I didn't capture any of it on tape, it has no meaning. I love Fireman, so I want to film him when he's failing and suffering. That makes it way more interesting. We're here. I hate it. Here are the blessed that were too much for me or Simon to handle. In Behemdorg, if you're found to be a blessed, you're either made into firewood or executed for fear that you will harm the people of the nation. These are the latter, condemned criminals who are powerful blessed. Daida. He possesses the blessing of making his muscles stronger. He killed several women who weren't slaves, as well as 30 soldiers. Nice and simple. He's hired. I mean, yeah, get God of War guy to do, just do it. Just do the job. Of course, killing women, not a problem, but non-slave women, they're baby makers. Come on, dude. You can't kill those. Kalu. He can manipulate the wind so he can fly. He shaved the faces off of 17 children, just for fun. Wow, harsh. He's hired. She's building up her own organization of, like, easy fucking bad guys for Agni to kill. She's actually just setting up a battle shonen. Togata. I don't think Togata's trying to kill Fireman. I don't think she's trying to kill him. I think she's trying to kill all these guys. I don't know. No. I think she's just trying to play action figures. I think that's her degree of movie making understanding. Smash the action figures together and everything goes great. What the fuck? Fugaitai, a blessed who can manipulate all iron within his field of vision. Whoa, Magneto? Magneto? Hi. He killed hundreds of soldiers in an attempt to take over Behemdorg. Sounds strong. Hired. Don't kill the ones that I've hired. Have them fight Fireman tomorrow instead. Oh, and another thing. Let's make one of them be Doma. They'll die the moment Fireman's flames touch them. How are they supposed to fight him? Don't worry, we're going to upgrade all of them. Give them spacesuits? You guys moved into the ruins of the old city. Behemdorg first got its name 150 years ago, right? I used to live here 200 years ago myself, so I may just be a smidge more familiar with it than you are. Here. It's just a wall. Wait and watch. Ahem. Alohomora. No, you didn't. Stupid idiot. Surprised? Or not. This place was my secret hideout 200 years ago. It's got a ton of old world weaponry and stuff I collected out of interest. Wow, it's almost all broken. Look over here, this way. Score. We'll take this, and this too. But this isn't broken. What is it? A power suit they used in the old days. A Gundam? If you wear this, Fireman's flames won't affect you. It'll make you super strong. Put this on one of those guys. Why do you have something like this? Because I've lived a long life. How much do you know about this world? A good amount. Yeah! I know that you're fighting an imaginary enemy called the Ice Witch. Thought so. And that Behemdorg's king has been elevated to a god. Thought so. It must be hard keeping up the act of there being a non-existent enemy and non-existent king. Yeah, of course. Of course, right? It's just nuclear winter or something similar. or backlash from climate change or something similar, right? Or, I mean, an attempt to re-alter climate change and fix it. It's a catastrophe waiting to happen. But of course, Behemdorg is an ideological state based around a non-existent king. This is one of our first theories about the place. Holy shit. And of course, Judah, who's one of the oldest blessed in Behemdorg, is one of the only ones who would really know that. Wow. Making a common enemy that's easy to comprehend, as well as leading the people like organized religion, would be a good idea. In this world without education, everybody would believe it easily enough. Even if you revealed the truth that the world has simply entered an ice age, there's just no hope. I like your lie. It's interesting. No, there's no hope if it's just reality has gotten bad. Whoa. And so many times we've seen it's all the Ice Witch's fault as a way of generating belief. Whoa. So tell me, how much longer can mankind survive in this world? How much longer do I have to keep acting? So Judah fully believes that we're just on a slow decline toward the end. The temperature only continues to drop, and spring's never coming. I'd say about another 20 years or so before humanity's completely screwed. If I can complete my movie by then, I don't care. Well, my business here is done, so I'm going home. If you try to kill me on my way back home, I'll be going out with a bang. See ya, Miss Religious Leader. Tomorrow's gonna be awesome. Fire Punch, Volume 2, End. I once walked the perimeter of Japan. This is the last image. Holy shit, Togata, what a fucking thing to do. Of course, it does make sense. Togata doesn't care about Agni at all. Her love for him that she's professed is busted as hell. All she wants is to create a cool movie. Everything falls to the importance of the narrative, of interest, of excitement. Uh-oh. And it really is, it's like an action figure smash. I think she doesn't know if Agni's gonna survive this or not. I don't think she cares. As long as it's bombastic, as long as it's a bang, doesn't give a fuck. That's crazy. That's crazy. And she put away the camera for most of this, right? Yeah, most of this is not on camera. So on the day of tomorrow, next volume, I assume, she'll show up with Agni to film it. And be like, wow, how interesting. Behemdorg brought out all these powerful people who seem very prepared for you. Cool fight incoming. Whoa. As long as it's interesting, anything goes. And you are the most interesting thing in this world to me. All this time spent with him builds this, like, connection that we see and feel, and Agni sees and feels. There's this trust build up here, and it's actually impossible to know if any of it's real, because she's such a good liar. Fuck. She has fully prepped him, as well as she can, I think. And now she's fully prepping the enemy, as well as she can, I think. An actual pure instrument of chaos. Nuts. Nuts. Okay. Alright. We'll wrap here and ready ourselves for the Battle of the Ages next volume next week. Problem, this manga is not 3 volumes long. That is, next volume is not the end. That is, what the fuck? From the underground religious beginnings of a new faith amongst the most downtrodden members, even outcasts of society, generated by Sun's naive misinterpretations and honestly fulfilling his namesake. I know that child will bring light to the world. Togata playing every side, Agni wandering through it. We really do find out some of the secrets of this world in this volume. And yet, there are more unpacked. I think the biggest reveal is that the Ice Witch is non-existent. But of course. Then, I think my biggest curiosity is, from whence come blessings, period? And what are they, really? But beyond that, it all comes to the conflict that we're about to see. So there we go. We'll wrap here. Thank you so much for joining me for another portion of a volume of Fire Punch. I don't know what to feel about anything anymore. Yay! Yay! Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next week for more Fire Punch. Catch the next episode a bit early on the Patreon. I'll see you there. Stay sane, folks. Peace.